What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we want to take Xengis Safe with palm vein technology. All right, so we're going to do a unboxing, initial setup, and review of the features and how this can work in your day-to-day. All right, so let's get right into this unboxing. All right, so it comes in the box. We do have the box upside down because my address and stuff is on the other side. So let's get into it. All right, so here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's get that out the way. All right. So we have the Xengis Safe palm vein recognition gun safe version 1.2. All right, and that's all that's on the box. All right, Xengis Safe. All right, let's get this. There we go. All right, so in the box, we get our user manual. All right, that's gonna come in handy. All right, so let's put that to the side right now. And we have our safe. Got some nice protection on it. All right, and our bag of goodies. Box out the way. All right. So let's get this out of this. All right, this is our safe. All right, so we have our safe here. Look like it is USB-C charging. Yeah, we do have a USB-C charging port, display window. I'm guessing that is the sensor plate and number pad. Okay. All in all, looks to be good. Mounting holes, and keypad. All right. Now, in here we have our keys. Looks like the mounting hardware. We have our cable, and it does come with a charging cable as well. All right. We do have our cleaning cloth. I'm guessing that's for the screen. All right, microfiber. And we have a little thing, a default code is 123456. All right. Note, each safe has a unique initial code. The code is the only way to administration mode. Lose it and you will not be able to change the settings. It is recommended to write down your new code on this card and keep it in the safe under the sponge. Okay. Oops. Wait. That went somewhere. Okay, but let's get into this. All right. Key open. Looks like we have a good pad in here. Let's see. Our mounting holes in the bottom. All right. Okay. Now, let's take a look. Okay, power switch key, got it, got it. Code, got it. Reset code, got it. Palm vein, got it, and initialing cable. All right, let's start the setup. All right, so the power button is in this corner, right? See it? That's your power button. All right. So what we're going to do is cut it on. There we go. All right. Our display tells us the humidity of the safe, the temperature, and your charge. All right, so this thing does come fully charged. All right, let's see something. We got the key, power's on. All right, let's set it up. Initial code is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, got a little pop-up. All right, but it didn't pop up the way I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, that's pretty neat. All right, now to change the code, it said to put in the code and then hold 1. Okay, that's to change your pad code. Now, to set up your palm vein, it did say to put in your code and hold 2. All right, so let's get our code change and let's get our palm data scanned into the safe. All right, so initial code, we just went through that. All right, so we are open. Initial code again. See the beeps? 1. All right, we just held 1. We went into settings mode. All right, so let's change the code. We're going to change it to 454545. Uh-oh, I did something wrong. Let's see. Thought I had it. All right, with the safe open, enter the 6-digit code to enter administrator mode. In administrator mode, the safe will beep periodically and the screen will display settings, right? Press and hold 1 after the prompt, set the new 6-digit code. Enter the new code. Press OK. Okay. See? That's what I get for quick read. All right. So let's make sure this thing did not change our initial code. All right, we still got it. All right, new code. Did I hold 1? All right, let's try this again. Beeping. Hold 1. We got beeps. All right, we are flashing. Let's try this. All right. So I think we got it. All right. Let's try this. All right. All right. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. All right. So code is changed. All right. Make sure you got your key outside your safe, just in case. All right. Now that we got that code changed, all right, let's set up our palm vein data. All right. Now, this safe is, I like it. It does not connect to Wi-Fi, does not connect to the internet. So there's no way for them to save your palm vein data. All right. So we're going to set up the right hand. Put in your code. All right. Put in your code again. Hold down 2. All right. See that light come on? All right. Now it says scan 4 to 6 inches. All right. I think it's that simple, guys. 4 to 6 inches above the scanner. And I just entered my right hand palm vein data into the safe. All right. Now, let's see what happens. Bam. Got it. See that again. Now that was quick. Bam. Okay. Bam. All right. We on the road now. Okay. Now, let's see. What exactly is palm vein technology? Palm vein technology is a biometric system that captures and analyzes the unique vein patterns in your palms. All right. So we already got the right hand set up in the system. All right. So now let's register the left hand just in case you can't use your right hand. All right. So we're going to register our left hand palm vein data. All right. So we're going to put in our code. All right. We're going to put in our code again. Got our beeps. We're going to hold down 2 for 3 seconds. All right. Now we're going to register my left hand 4 to 6 inches. And we got our beep. All right. So let's see if that worked. 4 to 6 inches. All right. So we got our left hand registered. All right. So this is neat. So palm vein technology has been around forever. You know, I just don't think I've seen it in a small safe. You know, usually you see it like high security. They just put their palm on the screen and it reads it. Yeah, it's a great way to identify a person. Take a look into how we can use this in day-to-day, you know. So this can go in your car with the setup with your cable. All right. So let's attach the cable, see how that works. All right, so this is the cable that comes with it. You know what? Just from initial looks of the cable, I would probably get a thicker cable, more durable. I think that hole in the back was, yeah, look like that is our cable lock. All right, so you can attach this to a table, you know, bedside table, in your trunk. But yeah, you just screw this piece on. But to be honest, I don't know how secure this will be just with this tiny screw. But I'll work on that later. All right. Now, Xengis, which is spelled with an X, Xegis, is pronounced Xengis with the Z. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do is compare the palm vein technology, the speed of opening to a fingerprint. All right. So let me go get the fingerprint safe and we'll see which one of these is faster. All right. So we have our palm vein safe, the Xengis safe here, and we have a fingerprint safe. And one's got a fingerprint and number pad and key. All right. Now, let's see which one of these is quicker. All right. So we're going to go with the Xengis. Let's see. Bam. All right. Then the fingerprint. All right. Let's try that again. Now that was quick. Okay. So I think as long as your hand placement is correct, that's quicker opening. All right. So Xengis says that the opening speed of this is 0.1 seconds. And it seems like it. Okay. So I do think that the Xengis is quicker opening with the palm vein. Than the regular fingerprint safe. So Xengis got the ups on that one. All right. All right. And the Xengis safe palm vein technology, the reader also works in the dark. So let's simulate that. All right. Let's get these lights out. All right. So we got it dark. Let's see if we can get this sensor to read. Oh, it did read. Okay. All right. So there we go. Let's try that again. All right. Sensor. All right. So we do have some ambient light in the room simulating a night light. So there is a touch of light in the room. Now let's go completely blacked out. All right, we are completely blacked out. Let's see if this thing can recognize my, there we go, it did. All right. All right, so it did recognize. Let's get the lights back on. All right, so there you have it. She does work in the dark. All right, so now Xengis does claims that this thing will open, that the safe will open with wet hands, dry hands, lotion hands, dirty hands. All right, so we're going to try a couple of them out just to see if it still, still opens quick. All right. Now, first we're going to try wet hands. All right, guys. So let's say that you're in the shop, or in my case, my garage, and I need to clean up something. So what we go do is get our shop, wet hands. All right. We'll take our wet hands and open the safe. All right. Let's do that again. Wet hands, open the safe. All right. So we did dry hands, wet hands. Now we're going to try some dirty hands. All right. I ain't got no sand. I don't think I got some wood chips. But I tell you what, we're going to make this work. we gonna make this work. All right, hold on. All right, so now we're gonna try dirty hands. All right, I just did a little light sanding on the barrel, and we're going to see. Uh-oh, didn't like that. Okay. Okay. So looks like with that dust and stuff, it's not reading. All right, so let's give it a good wipe. All right. So it recognizes the right hand. Let's see about the left. Okay. It took a minute, but it's not as fast as the right. All right, let's do the left. Sensor didn't even come on. There we go. All right. So from my experience, it does not like dirt. Okay. All right. So we get that wiped off, and then we're going to try it again. Okay, so it looks like we're clean. Let's close and try. Okay. So, from my experience, it does not like, maybe it's a difference between dirty and filthy, but yeah. I'll reach out to them and see, because I guess it's got to be able to read your palm vein technology. And the way I had that caked, my guess is it did not like it. All right. So there's got to be a difference between dirty and filthy. All right. But yeah, that's the Xengis palm safe. All right. So the inner dimensions of the safe is about 6 inches at the shortest point here and 11.5 here. All right. So that means that this safe is comfortable to fit a full-size handgun or 2 micro. All right. So again, this safe, I do believe, is a great safe to carry with you if you want to keep this thing out of prying hands. You know, in the house, keep it away from the little people running around, the babies, you know, people that come to your house that you may not necessarily want to see your pew-pews. All right. This even holds jewelry, anything that you want to keep out of sight. So out of sight, out of mind. All right. So again, this is the Xengis vein recognition gun safe. All right. Vein recognition gun safe. I like this technology. I think it's great. You know, hand placement is the best thing, 4 to 6 inches. All right. Now, if you do it just right, this thing just pops. Pop. All right. So I like it, you know. And that motion sensor, the motion sensor is what? See the motion sensor come on? Scanning. All right, bam. All right. That's interesting. It recognizes the motion and it just goes. All right. So guys and girls, if you like this, look into the description. I got the link to the product on Amazon, and there may or may not be a code on there, but as soon as I get one, I'll put it down there. But yeah, this is the Xengis Safe, and some cool technology in it, military grade technology. All right. But as always, y'all stay safe, stay strapped, and peace.